queen, I just want to tell you something. When you get your house in order, everything around you will be in order. When your foundation is rocky, every other foundation is rocky. So if you're going with the flow, it's like a toilet. You flush the toilet, it goes down, you do what you got to do. But eventually, that toilet might get clogged up. So most of the time when the toilet get clogged up, you just use the plunger and then you fix it. And then the flow of the toilet, keeps going. And so you just keep going with the flow. So you keep on the flow, you flush the toilet. Well, you better hope this time you had to do number 2 or diarrhea, and then you flush the toilet won't go down. And then if you don't do it right, then it will overflow with shit. And then once the overflow with shit, then you in trouble. Then when it gets too bad, if you don't know what you're doing, you have to call a plumber to fix it, which is Jesus. Jesus is the plumber. Okay? Now, there are some things, see, if you had laid your foundation the way God wanted you to lay that foundation and did things the way he wanted you to do it, then he could have guided you on things before it had happened. The thing is, our auras are so big. Our aura is so big that everything you touch will either turn into gold or it's going to turn into mold. Everything you touch is going to either turn into gold or it's going to turn into mold. So when you are where you're supposed to be at in the high peak of your life, God's going to bless you in every direction. But when you are not where you're supposed to be at, then you just doing your own thing and you by yourself because you ain't really asking God to help you. You're not. Many times we going with the flow and we're asking God to work in our favor. But are we working in his favor? God keeps blessing you and he keeps blessing you. He bless you with your health. God bless you with all these things. He just bless you with everything. And what do you give him? What do you give back to God? How are you giving back to him? You think that all you're supposed to do is be home with your kids and go to work and that's it. You don't want to go to church because you feeling some type of way because you have heart pain and feelings. Honey, I've had plenty of issues that's happened to me in the church. Okay? I am a live witness, honey. But that's not going to keep me from going to church. I'm going to go to church when the Lord allows me to go and when I'm able to go. And I'll go when I want to go. If I'm able to. If I want to. I have no hard feelings about going to church. Just because I've been hurt. Not every church hurt me. Just like I had failed marriages. Well, guess what? Just because I had failed marriages, that doesn't mean that I'm going to have failed relationships. And that there is no hope in my relationship. Now, I'm at a point in my life where I have accepted whether God wants someone in my life or not. But I am not dwelling on that anymore. So now I have learned to live my best life with or without a mate. I'm not waiting on a mate anymore because I have no idea what God has in store for me. Because I'm a firm believer, whatever God has for me is for me and can't nobody take it from me. And if it's meant for me to have a husband, I'll have one. If it's meant for me to have a boyfriend, I'll have one. If it's meant for me to just have a partner, I will have one. But other than that, I am okay with being by myself. Is it easy being by myself? No. It's not. But I know that I have God. And because I know that I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. Yes, I know it's going to be hard. But what was harder is being in relationships that did not serve purpose in my life. So you got to make a decision. What kind of foundation are you setting for you and your kids and your family? Are you setting a good foundation or a positive foundation or a bad foundation or going with the flow until that toilet gets stopped up? Think about it.